fair match.
So the red team is the Wolves?
Yeah, the red team is Milwaukee Wolves.
Hello.
Oh, have I played?
The true struggle is for the superiority of ideas.
Probably. I mean, like, I know that you played with, you might have played with Sponge and me on ladder.
Yeah.
I play with Sponge a lot, because Sponge and Danny play a lot like myself, so I run into him, like, very frequent.
How do you go straight up and down on your camera? I've done it
E and
before.
Q.
E and Q? Oh my god.
Awesome, dude.
I'm such a scrub.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is, I've spent a lot of time inside, like, spectator, like, fucking around.
Yeah.
And they're not really, like, I think they're not necessarily ready for, like, they don't have the right healer set up on the Dorado. If this isn't a cheese pick for the Moira Zenyatta.
Oh,
healer composition that you want to go
Wolves,
against, yeah. I mean, they have a Junkrat and they're gonna be greeted with a whole bunch of fucking spam and shit.
Cool. So we got the Wolves versus the blue team. With Butt Goblin on that Reinhardt. Excellent name here. As the Wolves quickly move on to the point, quickly establishing a defensive position. Blue team looking to get some picks off of Pancake here. Playing around that Widowmaker, hopefully. Trying to get as much work as they can done on him.
Staggered dive coming in here for the Wolves. I mean, you saw the D.Va go up first, then the Winston, then the Genji, all creating pressure. It worked out for them in the end. Now that the enemy team is now behind the taco stand here, but spam damage coming in for Bunny. A sniper do here and there, but Cluck's going to answer immediately onto wow, that Zenyatta dagger is not good, but nobody's on the point. No movement really going across the payload. It's going back and forth so far, but looks like some progress might get started here. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Wolves don't have any healers right now, so they're probably going to have to take a full reset here. Cluck with a nice reflect kill onto WoW at the start of that fight, but like you mentioned, the Moira Zenyatta is... I mean, just play Mercy. That's what I'm going to say about it.
Yeah.
You're in the Mercy meta, you might as well just play them off.
I mean, it's hard to force a Moira into a dive composition. I mean, yeah, she can get some distance healing off, but I mean, against a D.Va composition that the enemy team, the blue team, is running here, you're not necessarily going to gain full value out of the Moira. If you're not grouped up behind a Reinhardt with a third tank for that matter, she's just not going to gain the full value. She's just barely getting the coalescence online. That's an ultimate you generally see built like in about like 30-45 seconds. Big shatter coming through.
Big shatter coming through indeed from Butt Goblin, but unfortunately the follow-up just wasn't there as he did charge in and die. Meanwhile, Danny Rug had picked off WoW in the back, who did get rezzed and quickly dispatched once again. Dragon Blade comes out from Cluck, but the Val quickly comes out from Love Vivian as well. They're going to be quite safe unless that Riptire catches. No, Riptire will catch Cluck. So the blue team holding strong, but for how long? As Danny comes in and tries to get the picks off onto the sniper, onto the Widowmaker, but no! Widowmaker manages to pick off Danny, and with the res onto WoW, this should be a defense held by the blue team.
Transcendent's going to be fully committed to keep everybody nice and healthy around the point. You're going to see Bunny coming back onto the point here with the Junkrat. Going to be able to get a little bit more space. The self-destruct pulled from Echo at the top there. And he pushed off for the Reddit kill. Pushed it ever so slightly off the back end there. What a flashy play kill right there. That was pretty impressive. You're going to be able to see now the red team, the Milwaukee Wolves, are finally going to be able to capitalize on that first point. Not exactly an ideal time bank to push through on the first here for Dorado, but a good time bank to have nevertheless.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. I kind of missed the pick onto the Love Vivian, the Mercy player. That was kind of the signal for them to go there. And as you mentioned, the Reddit bomb really... We're pulling out the kill onto the Zarya and letting them take the point. As they do take a big dive in the forward position here, try to not let the blue team get set up on the high ground, but Echo will lose his mech in the efforts, and his friend Spongy falls in the back as well. Pancake going pretty huge here, getting 2 picks. Cart's still rolling though, as Zenyatta and Genji in Clucky and Zanev will be pushing the cart. There's only going to be 1 fight left for the defense here, Panda.
Yeah, starting to look a little grim for the Wolves here. I mean, the cart did get around the courthouse side here on Dorado, so it's looking a little bit nicer for them to set up on this following up push here. But the ult advantage heavily in SHT's favor, as you can see that they're going to have the Graviton Surge. Hopefully to combo along with Bunny's ultimate. I love Vivian going to go ahead and commit the Valkyrie to bring back Buck Goblin, gonna hopefully keep everybody alive. The Echo's got another truck in here. It's not gonna capitalize with much as the Graviton Surge. Big Club's not gonna get the follow-up that he necessarily wanted. Bunny holding onto that Riptire. All while Pancake is just getting the clear sidelines and kills. Sound Barrier now committed as well. They want to hold on to this.
They do want to hold on this as much as they can, but Cluck's Dragon Blade has something to say about it as he's hacking and slashing. Picks coming out in favor of the Wolves here as Danny picks off Love Vivi in the back. Very a key pick in the back there. But Goblin just Primal Raging, trying to stall as much time as he can. Hopefully so his team can get another fight here, and will try to get out. If they get the stagger kill on Buck Goblin, it'll be huge, and they do in fact get the stagger kill. That might mean that the blue team can't even contest here. And yes, they will in fact opt to take the fight on the third.
Kind of impressive still. No mercy on the side of Milwaukee Wolves. They're really forcing this non-mercy contention here. Keeping on to the Zenyatta, getting the healing that they need from Udyr. They really are playing this as some of the most patient game as you could possibly ask for as you come across into the final zone here, into the Miracle Factory here for Dorado. Both teams just continuously trying to counter dive and dive each other off the walls here, but Spongy on the Winston, unrelentless. Self-destruct's gonna come through, it's gonna pick up Bunny. Echo been on point, Reddit, bombs or not, getting the kills they need.
Yeah, nice kill coming out from Echo there as the defense tries to get back onto the point. Coalescence quickly shut down by Bunny's Riptire. Zaynab commits the Transcendence, but there's only a Diva and a Tracer inside of its field. So Sound Barrier coming out from WoW and attempt to get back on the point as the cart still is rolling in favor of the Wolves. But that Sound Barrier might have been enough to get them back into the point as Pancake and Vic team up on the Diva.
Yeah, and it seems like with all the staggers coming in that Danny's going to have to get the hell out of dodge. You know, the Graviton Surge might catch a few people out of position, but again, not the follow-up that you want to see. He's going to pull out the Dragon Blade. He's going to pick up a few kills. In fact, he's going to pick up the rest of the enemy team. Buck Goblin, what are you doing back there, man? You need to be on the cart to stall. They're going to get the push, keeping the Angry Monkey off the point. Self-destruct coming in for good measure, but it doesn't matter. The Wolves completing Dorado. That was looking a little grim. And I'm talking all the way back to first there, but I mean, I didn't think that our good boys in red here, the Wolves being able to capitalize on that. That was crazy.
Yeah, I like you said, I actually thought they was going to be like the first grab where they didn't really get that follow-up, but Cluck pulled that Dragon Blade out just in time. And
that
actually,
that was
reflected. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I had no idea that was reflected.
I'm so happy that I didn't have chat hidden, otherwise I would have never figured that one out. That's Cluck just going off like a madman. He's clucking off, dude.
Yeah, he deflected it and then bladed right in time. And meanwhile, Butt Goblin had some goblins in his butt, I suppose, with that.
He wanted to go a little bit too far in the enemy back end. You know what I'm saying? Like.
He picked off Zaynab, but at what cost?
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things, like, from a healer perspective, that if I can draw the point a little bit further, you know, I'm focused, if I'm on the attacking side, I'm a little bit more focused on completing the map. So my eyes are on that point contention meter right below the prepare to attack sign, as you can see on the top part of your screen. I'm more focused on that than the enemy Winston. The enemy Winston's more focused on keeping people off the payload, getting into the enemy backline, and keeping the space for my team. Might not be aware, talking again about Butt Goblin, that he might have the goblins in his brain to be aware that his friendlies got killed off, you know what I'm saying? I just love talking about Butt Goblin.
What a great handle. I hope he makes it to Overwatch League.
Yeah, that's some WoW pancake Butt Goblin.
Like hearing Uber, like, and Butt Goblin with the big primal rage. I can't do a British accent.
Australian, but respect.
Oh, Australian shit. Yeah, you're right.
I feel like that's like some of the hardest to
Butt Goblin.
It's like, I don't even know if it's Steve Irwin, like, Australian accent. You can see these two teams taking the slow roll movement Spongy taking the flex over. You're gonna have Echo on the Roadhog and Orisa combination from Spongy. But they're not gonna give him too much space here. The early D-Mech on the blue team's Diva might signal an early end to this push. They're not necessarily using the cooldowns all too much. Buck Goblin jumping the opposite way.
Yeah, the spam damage from the Junkrat, you really don't want, if you're the blue team, you really don't want to be just like that, getting halted into the Junkrat spam, getting spammed down by the Moira balls. This is a nice comp coming out from the Wolves. Lot of spam coming in, and honestly, it looks like the blue team's a little lost as Love Vivian gets hooked and killed by the Junkrat spam here.
We're gonna have 2 ultimates on the board for SHG on that fact of the blue team being the Dragon Blade and the Valkyrie ultimate as well. Just gonna feeling each other out here, but you can see at the top part of your screen. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on Danny Rugg. He's gonna be chilling up top, waiting. Here comes the Dragon Blade, gets killed off immediately by a whole hog. You know, it's so hard to hack and slash into an enemy team when you just have a chain gun full of trash in your mouth. I mean, that's just not exactly an easy moment. Really good ult management so far on the side of the Wolves. Going onto that attack visor and the tire coming through. Will it pick anybody off? Yes!
He gets 2 kills for his effort, picking off Pancake and Buck Goblin. Vivian, however, presses them up and quickly gets sniped out of the sky like a moth getting swatted by a fly swatter. Danny with a big tack visor to clean him up after that. That's going to be a full wipe for the Wolves.
I want to comment on something pretty huge there that Danny did. He got the first ultimate on the board for the Milwaukee Wolves. However, waited patiently, kept it in the top shirt of his pocket, and you know, he only pulled it because he saw the Mercenary Vault and punished for it, baby. Just straight punished for it, man.
Instantly. I'm so bad at that. If I get a fast ult, I want to use it right away. But Echo kind of out of position here in the basement by himself. Will get picked off by the pressure of the Diva and Bunny. And wow, picking off Danny. This is going to signal a push from SHD with a nice hold onto the Soldier Zen. Not able to follow up, however. Tanks pushing up from the blue team, getting some pressure on the cart. And Spongy dropping that battle bongo. Gonna say, we're gonna hold right here as Zainab also commits the trance to that fight.
It was kind of forced though on the side of Zainab's side, but it kind of worked out if you're looking on the side of the Wolves. The Riptire's gonna come through on clock, and it's gonna be huge, baby! Nice
Another
move.
Massive one.
He's gonna pay for
Very
it with his
nice.
life, but who cares, man?
When you kill 3 people, I'll gladly take that. 3 for 1. Wow, Cluck really showing that this point very strong for Junkrat. That choke is so nasty. Getting a lot of trash damage in.
Dude, a denouncing tone that we have yet to comment on here. The Wolves still, they don't have a Mercy.
No, they don't. They've been on that Zen Moira the whole time. As a wow, that Transcendence along with the Bunny Blade. That's a good combo right there. Self-destruct might not catch anyone because of the Orisa shield. In fact, it doesn't, as the Coalescence is out for you. Vivian is flying in the sky in that Valkyrie form along with the Battle Bongo. That's going to be a lot of damage if they choose to damage boost. Pancake and WoW making use of that damage boost. This might be the first point take that they were looking for as Bunny gets a couple of cleanup kills here. The damage boost too strong.
Yeah, and just the right string of ultimates thrown together. I mean, it almost might have been an overcommitment. Pancake's going to be able to bring on the Tracer Pulse Bomb here, but that's really all they got. Danny Rugg has been coming across huge with his Tack Visor at the beginning of the map. I spoke earlier about how having 3 minutes pushing on past the Judgment House here on Dorado isn't exactly ideal, but they have...
Judgment House?
The courthouse, Judgment House, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people die inside and around it. But you know,
Pancake's looking for a Pulse Bomb.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be huge? Cluck pulling out another tire. He's been big with it in the past. He's gotta find the Mercy! Poor love of God! Leave her alone, man.
Cluck finding Mercy, which is a huge pick, but at what cost? Pancake picks him off as he is in his invulnerable, or in his stationary form there, and continues to wreak havoc on the backline of the Wolves, dropping down in front of the courthouse here as Eva's very close to being digged back. In fact, will before the Coalescence. Trance committed by WoW here, and they're going to try to force this push. The blue team is, as Vic is taking a lot of spam damage from the Junkrat up top. Buck doing a lot of work, uncontested on the high ground. Almost seems as though the blue team doesn't notice he's up there.
it's kind of like having a fair in this guy. You should ignore it. But Bunny's going to come in there, and he's going to try to slash and dash everybody all to pieces. As you know that Zaynab is going to pop that Transcendence. Interspect! What a bomb! What a bomb!
Oh!
Dear God, man, he's got a family! Pancake gonna get the stick on the Spongy for good measure. And the follow-up kill on the Cluck as well. And these are the fine stringing of kills that you need to get into Lumerico with the staggering kill. Oh, maybe not. Yes, the staggering kill on the Zaynab. And now SHD is in a good measuring point here to get a couple more staggers. Might even, in fact, if they do, it'll be huge. But they have just 2 minutes to get past the Lumerico, and this is where Spawner's advantage really comes in handy. The Wolves might actually be able to get a full hold here as they have the 3 points across the board and time in the time bank. Pancake already getting taken off the board.
Should quickly be rezzed out by Love Vivian. Yes, she does. As Echo looks for that Reddit bomb once again, pushing it off the edge. And will catch Love Vivian. Oh my God, put that on your social media as Cluck is looking for another big Riptire. Will catch. Wow, that's both healers dead on the blue team side here. Cluck also falling in the back. He cannot move when he's using his Riptire here, folks. But picks coming out firmly in favor of the Wolves as they make a strong hold.
That's I don't know if Echo like just knows where the Mercy is 24/7 because they don't have a Widowmaker and they don't have a Hanzo, so like there's really no way of telling. I think he's just kind of going for it at this point, man, knowing that I'm recording this, and this is just freaking hilarious.
It's quite entertaining to watch indeed as the blue team tries to make their last push onto the point. Pancake holding onto that pulse bomb and forcing that transfer. Wow, that's a big Dragon Blade from Bunny, but there is a Transcendence from Zaynab out, and he will fall as a result. Bunny not able to catch it.
Whoa!
What? Vic is absolutely
Oh my God!
mental self-destruct.
Yeah, these are some of the prettiest lights I've seen in Overwatch today. Like, Poco would be proud of these self-destructs that we are seeing. It is almost a clinic here by Big Cloves. Oh my goodness me almighty, but the point is still stopped there. Danny being able to be the godsend on the Tracer to stop the point, getting a couple picks as well. He's going to take off Wow, Pancake set on the enemy team as well. And this is going to be a hold here. They only got 15 seconds left, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get back to the point in time.
But Goblin might be able to touch, but yeah, it is pretty dire straits here for the blue team. That wall from Cluck switching onto the May at the last second, blocking him off, but Goblin is on the point. He's on Zaynab. He's tickling the healers to death, but he will quickly fall. Let's see if he can get some more staggers onto the point. Bunny comes on, Wow comes on, but they're swatted away like flies in the desert. Pancake comes on and gets destroyed like a pancake in a compost heap. Vic on the point. These staggers are probably not going to be enough on the point of the blue team, though, unfortunately, as Wolves do have this defender's advantage, and they don't have any picks on their side yet. Love Vivian falls, and Buck Goblin, it's just a lone diva on the point. I don't think that self-destruct is gonna... Nope, that's it.
No Reddit bomb, just a clear-cut kill on the Pilot Diva for the win, baby. Really well played out by the Wolves. I really respect that they didn't pull out the Mercy the entire time. They really wanted to make sure that they didn't even give up the chance that the Resurrection was going to be of full value. But here we go. Play the game by Vico. It wasn't even set up, but god damn was it huge. My god. Wrong place, wrong time if you're on the Wolves, man. And here comes the little booty shake from the neck. Really well played out. You can see the trade-off, though. I mean... Transcendence healing being huge, but the assists being even huger. And that's not even a word.